Honk honk. Honk honk, homies. Honk honk. Wait for some viewers. For the views. Yo, what's up, homies? Who's in the chat? Who's out here? Who's out here? Who's out here watching me? Ding dang. Silent generation out here. We're back at it, doing the copper mine thing. No, we didn't. Stats. I hate when this happens. Watching, waiting for something good to happen. You know? That's the game. What's up, Scuba Steve? How you doing? As you can see, I'm still silly pilled. I'm really serious about this this goofery. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you that the homie isn't goofy. They're wrong. Alright? I'm very serious about this goofy shit. Blob day. Saturday, man, that's the day. Blobbery. I went out and I bought eyelash glue for the nose, you know, because I'm committed. I'm committed about this silly life. And I'm worried that I might have applied too much. And also that I might be allergic to it because it is very itchy. But I figure if girls can use it, you know, on their eyes, then who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is it. You just wait. Just wait. It's comforting to me. Okay, all right. We'll zoom out so you don't gotta hear it. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah. Honestly, the worst case scenario in my life is just good content. You know, I think about it like sometimes I just kind of experience the worst things, like the worst pits of human suffering, and then I'm like in the middle of it. I'm like, damn, the homie's gonna be eating good. Homie's gonna be eating real good. Kenshi's such a weird game to stream. You know what I mean? Like, cause like this is it. This is the gameplay. It's just me. This is like real. It's almost masturbatory. It's like it's kind of disgusting when I think about it. But I got the clown nose on, so I can't think about it too hard. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's just funny to me. It's a joke. It's a tee hee. We're back to the tee hee. You know? And yeah, I'm tee hee pilled. I pray every day. I pray every day that I pray every day that like my coworkers don't find my, like, I'm okay with it. They found the podcast, right? And the thing is, like, it's an hour long and you have to really be like into it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just like, that's Christine. She's playing video games in the background. If you're hearing screaming, that's what it is. It's definitely not anything scarier than that. All right, I'm tee pilled. Tee tee. Okay, we're not doing serial killer clown stuff. But anyways, I'm like terrified that they find the Twitch stream, right? I'm okay if they find the podcast because it's an hour long. Like the bits, it's not insanity directly in your face immediately, but the Twitch streams are. You know what I'm saying? It's like me really just staring into the camera, just hard, just looking like this. Hey, what's up? You're watching me press the net button. We're getting copper today. You know what I'm saying? That's real psychotic. Oh, there we go. There's the stick. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, the stick. It finally happened. This thing is on now. It's on. Shaggy saw the highlights and he's like, "Oh, you have a professional clown nose. That's pretty cool. You didn't just cheap out and get a dinky one. You got like a professional one." And I told him, "Pal, I'm a fucking professional. What else was I gonna do? You know, be a professional." I cannot wait. Like, this is the part of the game that sucks. We just sit around, we wait. It's kind of like RuneScape. It's meditative. You know, you just gonna sit here. Tee hee. Tee hee hee hee. Oh, 2 viewers. When the views go down, it makes me sad. It's fine. It's not for them. All right. We're doing militant shit. Militantly teehee. Also, like, what is the Twitch discovery like on this, right? Like, what is Twitch just like? How do they, how would they recommend this? Watch a man lose his mind wearing a clown nose, playing a game that is notoriously difficult, that is just like just ball torture. It's just mechanics. You know, how is that? How does this happen? How do you get to this point in your life? How do you recommend this to somebody? Hey, you gotta watch this guy with a clown nose lose his fucking mind because when he's not doing this, he's listening to 13 hours of podcast. Wait, what is it? Okay, you have to explain deep fry the dopamine drop. What is that? Is that like a euphemism? That sounds like something that Shaggy would be like, you kids today and your deep fried dopamine drops. I'm not doing commentary on the viewership. Listen, the viewers like me, okay? I'm. Oh, there's a bunch of plugins, so there's always stuff happening on the stream. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe so. If I was just like had like bam, 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 bam. Ooh, whoa, cool. Look, magic, magic. What is that? How do they do that thing where they like do the, magic, 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 magic? You like this? Is this what the kids are into now? Whoa, Goofy. Is that what kids are into now? Because like I get behind that. I'm a silly ass guy. That sounds cool. Like I just maybe I need to do some magic. Actually, I've been thinking of like just doing the entire podcast like this. Clown nose, tinted fingers. Not looking at Shaggy anymore, just looking directly into the camera. And just being like, welcome. Welcome to the Ain't Shit Show. Today we're talking about business. The business of being silly, pal. What do you know about that? Huh? I don't know. I've been trying to rethink bits, Maybe racist Philbin is the downfall of the pod. Big Goof. I'm part of Big Goof, pal. I don't know if you knew this. I wonder, like, what about Jesus, Philbin? Actually, something that I've been doing to Christine and it's been pissing her off. I'm like gonna lose. I'm probably gonna like lose everything because I keep doing this, not just to her, but just to everyone in my life. Every time someone tells me that, oh no, I don't think that we can do that, or I don't think it's kind of like it's impossible, or like, no, I don't think we're gonna get to it today. I always say, first off, through the power of Jesus Christ, yes, we can and we will overcome. And she get everyone gets mad at me for that one because I'm not religious. I invented a religion, but I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying? Babalusianism is real, but it's not like you know what I mean? Like I didn't come up with it. I didn't like just. What happened was I got hit with divine inspiration in trying to remember Pixie's lyrics and the movie Big Fat Liar, and in trying to do those two things, my life, the fabric of my life changed. All things through Jesus Christ who lives inside of my body and does these things for me. Legitimately, yeah. First off, Jesus is not only taking the wheel, Jesus is piloting the Ava. Jesus has gotten into the Ava, Shinji, and I am the Ava. All right. Like one of the things that really hurts is that sometimes this happened. This isn't the first time this happened to me where I've caught strays on this, but like because I was a Facebook guy, I was like a Facebook shit poster with my whole face on it. Like I was out there really shit posting in the wild west of Facebook when you could like lose your job over it because I didn't care because I have no values or morality or any of that stuff that you need. Oh damn, are we starving? I think we're starving. It's time to get some food before we die of starvation. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was a Facebook guy, and my whole thing was that I would just like talk shit on Facebook, which is not crazy for me. But I would go out there, talk shit all day, and I would catch strays every now and then by like people would just be like, Marcos is like and he's like anti-Christian Satanist, and like, nah, you don't understand, dude. First off, pal, you don't know a thing about me because the thing is, let's see, what is this guy saying? Anyways, I'm not like anti-religious. I think religion is cool and good and based. But every now and then I would just catch strays from like people because I associated and was like, I think that like the iconography of like Satan stuff is pretty cool actually, right? And like I think a lot of times like real people you know what I'm doing? I'm doing the thing where I'm giving honest opinions, and I shouldn't be doing that. Look, pal, hey, listen, hey, tee we're doing tee. Anyways, I'm just saying, I may not be religious in a traditional sense, but I do fuck with the idea that like you need spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I think you definitely need to believe in like a divine something. You know what I'm saying? Something just bigger than you, larger than you. For me, just the homies and Babalusa. Honestly, those are the two things really that do keep me. Unironically, I believe in Babalusa. I think that just might be like my version of Christianity, where I just kind of like fuck heavily with the blue guy who's like, "Hey, be humble, or don't. Either way, you're gonna be humble." I do think it's like super cool that like it's like super goth girl coded that you can like drink the blood of Christ. That's like real Anne Rice style goth girls, which they don't really make those kind of goth girls anymore. Everyone wants the like old school, like they want these goth women that are like essentially like, I don't know, parodies of. Hell yeah, we're at 18,000. Hell, we're making money, dude. Let's see. That's all we got for food, I think. That's fine. But yeah, like I think Anne Rice was like the original goth girl. Like for me, in my mind, like now that I know that what she looks like is like a middle school teacher, she looks like a third grade teacher. It's not as like offensive. I feel like. Let's see. You are suffering, but have food, so you're recovering. You are suffering from malnutrition, but you have food, so you're recovering. Hell yeah, we're recovering. Now, Anne Rice. We're getting back to. I'm trying to get back to this. What did you just feed them? I fed them rye bread. Let's see. Rye bread, and this is a bowl of corn, and only one of them is gonna get it. So hopefully, whoever gets hungry first, which is looking like it's probably gonna be Hobbs because he's putting in the most work. We're speeding it back up, and then we're gonna zoom out so the rhythmic banging doesn't kill people, because I know that it'd be hurting people's ears. Anyways, Anne Rice. That's what I was talking about, right? Was Anne Rice. I keep trying to. This is the problem with playing video games. Honestly, picking up insane people and then they turn out to be the MVP is like not uncommon. You have to be a psychopath if you want to be an MVP. You can't. There is no like opportunity for you to half-ass being the MVP. You have to be a complete and utter psychopath if you really want it. Homieism 101. Yeah, do not half-ass being a psycho. Whole ass it. Put your whole ass in that. Okay, that's important. It's important that you do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to see with my little guy. I just love the fit check. I like to do a fit check every now and then, So yeah, fit check goes hard, as usual, as per usual. But what was I saying? I keep wanting to talk about Anne Rice. I keep coming back to it because Anne Rice is. If you don't know who Anne Rice is, look up Anne Rice. Just actually, you know what? Don't do that. Go to your local bodega. Put your hand in the cash register. Don't take any money, but just put your hand in the cash register and ask them. Google a picture of Anne Rice and show it to me right now. If you're like, do that. That's how you get. This is how I get most of the information that I get in the world. That's why I'm never wrong about anything, except for all the stuff that I'm wrong about. All right, but anyways, what am I talking about? Anne Rice. Anne Rice. Her whole thing is that she looks like a. All right, yeah. Report back. I need a status report. Shrimp block. Anyways, the thing is, right, is Anne Rice looks like a middle school teacher, and she makes the most sexy erotica vampire stuff you've ever seen in your life. Right? She wrote, "Can they have to be standing exactly front to back?" Oh, we We maxed out. They stopped working on that. They don't have to. If it bothers you, I can like move. There we go. That way they both have a little something. A little space. You know? A little space. But yeah, she makes like sexy erotica stuff. She wrote Queen of the Damned and what is that other movie with Lestat and Interview with the Vampire. Right? And I like she's like a true goth, right? Everyone else is kind of faking it, right? They're like just they're obsessed with the aesthetics of gothiness, but she's like some like middle school teacher who's just extremely horned up for vampires, and so she wrote like a bunch of novels about it, and that's true goth. Every goth girl that I met that was like super into goth looked like a middle school teacher from like they were just like large, thick, curly hair. They had like a permanent red mark on their nose from where their glasses that were way too big for their faces rested. They like wore the pajama, what you call it, pajama bottoms, the Jack Skellington or the Invader Zim. You know what I'm talking about? All right, that's real goth girl. That's what are those called? Historic goth girls. So I don't know. Who knows? We're on the road to 35,000. That's what we need. Is 35,000. $35,000 or cats. Cat Lon, the emperor of Kenshi, has created tariffs causing a massive increase. The Hot Topic special. Absolutely cookie. Damn. Those girls hated me. They really hated me. And I liked that they hated me. That was the draw. That was the allure. And then one time, one of those girls in middle school asked me to kiss them on a dare, and I got scared. Because girls are scary. Girls are very scary to me. I think like not enough dudes are willing to come out and be like, women are scary, dude. Not even like because they're just scary because like it's a real black box in there. You don't know what's going on up there. I don't know. I mean, like I'm the same way. I don't know what's going on, but you know that I'm a wild card. I mean, like literally, look at me. Tee-hee. You know what I'm saying? Girls don't. They tee-hee naturally. They're in the tee-hee zone. And you know, I don't know. How do you approach the tee-hee zone? Scuba Steve with the tee-hees, dropping the tee-hees in the chat. Chat, drop a tee-hee in the chat if you. This is too much power. This is way too much power. I got 2 tee-hees immediately. That's this is too much. This is how fascism starts. This is fascism. We're doing a fascism right now. Congrats. You're all part of a fascist homie state. The tee-hee party. Normalized tee-hee. So I need more food. Gosh darn my eternal lust for hunger. Will it ever be satiated? Doing this, I'm like streaming in the interim waiting for Shaggy to come home, and we're gonna record a podcast, and I'm not gonna talk about anything other than just silly goofy stuff. No 13-hour rage episodes where I talk about how I listened to NPR for 13 hours and gave myself an aneurysm. That's not gonna happen. We're not doing that. Okay, that's a lot of food, but that means that we can just be outside doing this. This is a mental health power move. All right, I'm like, I don't. You need to go out. Go to, I don't remember. It's like there's like a actual clown place that sells these. I didn't just get this off Amazon. I went and I bought I went to like an actual clown, not a clown store, but like an online clown. What are those called? Clown uniforms direct type deal. You know, you're here as a special reporter for Kenshi character rights. We do need someone to like do a UN on like my. Listen. Hey, I'm feeding them. They have food. Look at that's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. That's 25 nutrition. That's two, so that's 50. That's 30. That's 70. 45. That's 100 and no, that's I can't do math. That's 115. That's 165. That's 205, I think. Yeah, that's 205 nutrition. Right? That's plenty of nutrition. Oh, plus this, which is another 25. Yeah, that's plenty of nutrition. Okay? All right, we don't got to get, you know, uh the Kenshi UN involved here for human rights violations. Okay? First off, they're not even human. Okay? They're Greenlanders. It's like close to human, but they're not technically humans. They're descendants of humans. Okay? Anyways, T. what was what was I talking about? That's the problem with this stupid game. You just get like distracted from the mission, which is number go up. That's the only mission in life. See, look at my stats. Laboring 87. What's my stats here? Laboring again 87. We're just a couple of laboring fools. Your pronouns are T/he. Hell yeah. T. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I'm saying this is a mental health hack. All right, this is legitimately what this is. The news has been. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't. But I'm addicted to the news. I'm so addicted to the news that I've just completely cut out my phone entirely, and now I have a little radio that I keep in my LLV that is literally, it's like one of those like survival radios, and it's just tuned to the news station, the AM radio news station, and it just plays the news and I just listen to the news all day. And I downloaded the Fox app, and I downloaded the CNN app and the MSNBC app. All right, and I'm about to like buy a Noom to shove up my ass and to start taking Alpha Brain so I can become the truly enlightened centrist. All right, I am living through hell. Every day I'm subjecting myself to horror, and then I come home, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do, and then I stick this stupid clown nose on, and I'm like, pee. None of it matters, pal. I don't care about that. I'm here to laugh at you. And then, but I'm looking at myself. You know what I'm saying? And then I realize, that's it. That's the move. I don't want to become a high profile finance guy. That sounds like hell, grief. That sounds like the worst thing that could ever possibly happen to me personally. That sounds like just becoming super duper news pilled, and then like being like, I don't want to start being like, oh, this is a hot tip. Oh, Microsoft is down 2 points. I could buy the dip on that. That sounds crazy to me. That sounds like real crazy people. I understand that that's why they're doing it. I think I'm doing it for ball torture reasons, right? I think I'm just doing it to like punch myself in the nuts. I don't think it's anything more than that. I was doing that bit the other day. It was like I was being dead ass serious, but also I was doing it as a joke when I was like, I'm Terry Gross, and everyone you know and love is going to die. I'm Terry Gross, and none of you are going to survive the future. Hello, I'm Terry Gross for Fresh Air, and none of you are going to survive what's coming. You check the Google News app. Is the Google News? You know what? Don't tell me. Don't tell me if the Google News app is good or not. I don't want to know. Okay, I've got all the news apps. The Fox News app is actually, it's one of the most darkly funny things. Like the little podcast that they have like these little 5-10 minute podcasts, and it's literally, so NPR does this too. They have like a 15 to 10 minute podcast, and the first like 3 minutes of it is literally them telling you to like subscribe to NPR or to like donate in some capacity or something, which makes sense that you would do that. CNN does the same thing where they're like trying to upsell you on like buying a CNN premium, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes like before each 15-minute or like 10-minute segment, and you can just play them for hours. They'll just like cycle. They'll just go they'll backdate to the like till you stop essentially, right? And then but the Fox News one has like these 15-minute like bits, like clips of like news snippets. And I swear to God, there are 10 minutes of ads and 5 minutes of being like, Trump's doing great. And then that is all it is. It's insane. It's crazy. They're like, a lot of people are freaking out about the tariffs and they're weak. They're un-American and they're weak. What are we doing? Like, fuck them. Right? That's Fox News. It's crazy. And then Apple News. Do not get me started on Apple News. Apple News is infuriating to me, okay? Because I don't have time to read all of that. I want to push a button and have it be read to me. Okay? That's what I want. That's what I got the NPR app for. It's like, hey, check out this article. Nope. Read it to me. I can't. I'm walking. Hey, pal, I'm walking here. I'm walking. I got mail to deliver. Does it look like I can sit here and read an article, pal? Does it sit like I could read the Washington Post? If I could, I would. And I won't. Because I can't. You understand? I'm trying to think of what's I've been high key just trying to, I'm just being teehee pilled now. I'm in here. I'm doing like, you know? Teehee. That's the thing. That's the move. That's the future. They don't want you to know this. Albert is a play of 26 vignettes done by two actors entirely, and the only part of their costume that is prescribed are their red clowns. What do you mean prescribed? Like a doctor? They get medically prescribed noses? What's that? Just a Holy Nation guy. That was scary. It was so scary. Let's see. Also, I'm trying to figure out the layout, like the best possible layout. Can I get some feedback on the layout? Is it too much going on? Is it not enough going on? Should I be like, should I have like emotes every 5 minutes? Or like not even 5 minutes, every 2 minutes? Every second, every 10 seconds, an emote just blasting you in the face. Just do this, like randomly, like that. Just give you some kind of, I don't know, something. Is that doing anything for anybody? ASMR? You like the layout? You know what? I like that. Because I'm trying to like also do this for YouTube, so that way the YouTube homies don't feel left out. I don't know if I'm powerful enough to stream in like do two separate streams at once. So I'm trying to figure out the layout. Also, this game is literally just like, it's all, I can't remember what it's called. It's all like menus. This is a menus game. All right, some games are menus, some games are stats or something. UI, what does that stand for? You interested, pal? Tee hey yo. They should make a gay clown dating service. They should make that. Let's see. Squeaker, like instead of grinder. Honker, 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 honker. Gay clown service, gay clown dating service. You meet a guy, he bends over, and then you start pulling the you start pulling the rag. Is like he's got a butt plug in, then you pull it, and then it's just like a bunch of handkerchiefs tied together. And you just keep pulling it. He's got a buzzer wrapped around his prostate, so when you go too deep, it's like. What else? What else, pal? What else could it be? What else could we be doing here? Also, I learned how to do what is that called? When you edit and you edit all the ums and ahs out. Dude, like, is it not open source? Is dating, how hard is it to make a dating app? Like, realistically. Right? Like, it's just user generated data. It's essentially like Facebook, but like with more focus. Or am I not understanding like the basic structure of stuff, which is highly likely, which is extremely likely actually. Like, isn't it just a database? So like it wouldn't be too, like, I think half the problem with like all of these companies that are essentially just databases are like marketing, right? Like, the thing is, in order for the product to be successful, they need to like generate data, and in order for them to generate data, there needs to be buzz around them so that they can harvest data and then sell that to advertisers. Like that's the model, right? Like that's always been the model. You still have to put out the API and use user app code, but that's not rocket scientist. Yeah, like yeah, that's why there is so many like social media like pop-ups that are just like not. There's like, I don't know, if you go to your phone right now and you look up like alternative social medias that aren't like Twitter or Blue Sky or anything else, there's tons of them. There's like an insane amount of them. They're just like don't have the user base to like really do anything. So like social media apps exist nonstop. Like there's tons and tons and tons of them. And like beyond that, there's also an insane amount of dating apps that you could just, but there's just not enough users on them. And it's the problem of that there's not enough, in order for them to be profitable, to make money to put towards a marketing department that which would then blow them up, they need to already have capital to spend on that. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. Tee-hee. We're not going to talk about data or how, you know, if a product is free, you're the product. We're not going to do tee-hee. We're not doing any of that. That's not what we're here for. That's right, Scoop Steve. Keeping us back on track with the tee-hees. I really need, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a 2-man arc of like the two of us together. Hobbs. I wonder if I can rename him. I don't think I can. At least not yet, maybe. Squad. Oh, I should rename us. We are the Teehee Enforcement Agency. Alright. That's what we do, pal. We enforce the Teehees. One of my most unhinged, legitimately unhinged, like, genuine beliefs is that I think that Jesus would probably like love the podcast. I think he would fuck with it heavily. I think he'd find it very funny. Jesus, come on the show. You know, something recently that I've been finding a bunch of like like, what are those kind of atheists called? The like Redditor atheists, the guys. I've been finding a lot of them have like been colonizing certain spaces on Twitter, and one of the funniest things that I think that I've ran into. Scuba Steve, hell yes. One of the things I found out recently is like guys trying to disprove the tongues. Do you know about the speaking in tongues thing? Is that common knowledge or is that real? Like, I can never tell if something is common knowledge or if it's real sicko shit that only I'm aware of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can never tell. And so, like, I just, so I need a little confirmation here. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about speaking in tongues? Or do you know what? All right, it's kind of known. You don't know. All right, let me give you a brief explainer. I think it's definitely like a Southern Baptist thing or an evangelist thing, but essentially like when they feel the spirit, right? When they feel this like spirit of whatever it is that they feel, their instinct is to like close their eyes and go like like just do like a tongues where they just speak in tongues, right? And they just say we're like real Babalusa hours, actually, to be honest with you. But they do this thing where they just like speak in tongues, and I've been finding like on Twitter, like Twitch or not Twitch, like Reddit atheist type guys going on there and being like, funny, actually pretty funny, like thing I've noticed is that native speakers of a language, when they speak in tongues, tend to use their phonetic engrams of language and don't deviate from that. Interesting. It's Pentecostalism. It is. It really is just vibing. But like, so they're essentially trying to say that like people who speak in tongues can only speak in tongues or only tend to speak in tongues in like their phonetic Ingram. I don't know what that means other than like I'm assuming what it means is that like the noises and mouth movements that make sense for them to make are the ones that they make. They don't make anything foreign or like from a different like pronunciation, which would be If like, the thing is that they're applying logic to something that's illogical. Right? They're trying to be like, well, actually, if you did speak in tongues and you spoke in the word of God and the word of Jesus, you would be speaking in Aramaic, and it would sound like Aramaic and not like the gibberish that you speak now. And like, uh, so like, that's what it is. The Pentecostals are the OGs on that. Did the Pentecostals also do the snake handling? I actually fuck heavy with snake handling. I like, listen, I'm not religious in the traditional Christian sense, but I do fuck heavily with like snake, like picking up a snake and being like, God won't let me get bit. That's cool. That's hard as hell. Like even it's just tight. It's just a tight way to prove that you got faith in something. That's real. Put your money where your mouth is with faith. And I'm with that. I fuck heavy with the snake thing. I think that's cool. I've seen a lot of people doing it like with this, and I've seen people do it with like rattlesnakes, right? Which is crazy. That like that's you're actually like you could lose a limb from that, from the like, as like a bit, you can lose a limb. I think it's cool. I like that's what I mean. Like I'm not religious in the traditional sense. I don't really like fuck with like an organized religion, but like I'm also not a guy that like hates on people for experiencing religion. I think that like religion is often used as a really fucking oppressive tool. Like that's real antichrist shit, right? Like in the traditional sense of like wearing the guise of Christianity but using it as a tool to oppress. That's real antichrist hours. Whereas like other people are like it is a really quick way to get connected to God's Wi-Fi. Imagine like a fedora, a redditor fedora guy being like, actually, your phenoms don't match your phonetic engravation, and like, and being like, oh, you know what? I never thought of it that way. Holy shit! I gotta put this deadly ass snake down. Imagine that working. That's the real miracle, folks. That's the power. Through the power of Reddit, all things are possible. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm not in a regular sense religious. All right, like I fuck heavy with Babalusa, this like foreign entity that entered into my brain while trying to remember Pixies lyrics. That I really fuck heavy with that, right? And like I have faith in like the homies and people. Like I always want to see the best in people, even when I'm like aware that like why people would be doing, or like why people would have the worst intentions. Like I understand them, but I have faith that they won't be that way. And when they are that way, I don't get upset about it. I'm just like, well, I get it. You know what? Hey, listen, I feel that way too. I do the same thing. I do the same damn thing, right? I don't know. This is why I'm tortured. This is why I'm local, Holmes. This is why I'm twisted. You know, fucking way she goes, boys. Fucking way she goes. You think Jesus would give me Oreos? You could legitimately recruit me to your religion with Oreos. I guarantee you, there's like a whole subsection of like Americans that you could easily get to like believe your religion if you go to their house with like Oreos and a Coke and a Diet Coke, or like hot dog. You go to Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I legitimately would love to start my own religion, like real Babalusian shit. But what we would do for our like holy stuff is that we would like go to a park. We would go to a park and we just start like cooking carne asada and just giving it to people and just feeding the homies, feeding whoever came up to show up, just giving them a couple tacos. That's like, to me, everybody eats is like It's like a religious. There's a religiosity there. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that heavily. I fuck with that heavily. That's why like that's the only time that I've ever like really understood and respected like the teachings of Christianity, where the guys are like, everybody's got, you should feed people, give people everything that they need, put yourself in service of others, whether or not they deserve it doesn't matter, just do it. Like That's cool. I think Islam has a lot of that too. Although it's got some other parts where the guys are like, but if that guy disrespects you, knock his punk ass out. You know what? I'm cool with that too. I like both of those. Do they do feeding missions in Boston? That rocks. Out here, I think maybe it's just maybe like a California thing, but that shit doesn't happen. Like all of the churches out here, they're more like we'll buy you food. We'll like spend lots of money and cut checks, but we're not gonna like provide meals and stuff. Yeah, I think I like to think of myself. I hate to be like the California like I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. I'm just spiritual. But like I am kind of that. I was born in California. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what anyone expects from me. All right. It's just kind of the way that I am. It's kind of the way things are out here. You know, like I'm more impressed by. I am way more impressed. Don't show me your friends who are like really successful and who are doing really well and who are really like that's cool if you surround yourself with those kind of people, whatever. But I don't like judge you based on that in the sense of like I don't see the merit of your character. Show me your worst friend. Show me your friend who fucking sucks and you know it and everybody knows it and you still hang out with that guy or girl or whoever they are, right? Or them be. Sometimes you have a problematic them be in your life, right? And there's nothing you could do about it. You just got to deal. And you know what I'm saying? How do you deal? How do you handle? That's like to me, that's the sign of like real. I'm really impressed. What is this guy saying? He's just saying words, man. He's just like me for real. All right, sorry for the rhythmic banging. For me, it's comforting. The more I stream, the more I realize. The more I realize that I could easily do like a daily podcast. That's just an hour of me talking, just going, just fucking bloviating. You know what I'm saying? Yapping. I realized it was like I'm not really. There's only like six of you here. That's not that many people, you know. And I can still carry a conversation. I'm a natural born yapper. All right, born to yap. Born to yap. Forced to deliver mail. Actually, I love delivering mail. I love it. It sucks. I like the way it sucks. I think that's the mark of true love is not that you enjoy something deeply. That's like nut button. Mail is someone yapping, but with a printer. Uh, if you just love something because it makes you feel good, and that's all it does for you is that it makes you feel good. To me, that's like mad dangerous. That's real. Like no, it. I fed them. They still have food. You can see. I've been keeping up with them. I've been keeping up with them. All right. Look at. They've got food. They've got nutrition. They've got 50 nutrition, and they're not starving. All right, they're average. I think he just ate his last meal, so we got another couple. We got another couple hours in game. Day 13. What was I talking about? Bloviating? That's the last word I remember saying. I can't remember. Yapping. That's what I be doing. I think that was why I didn't do. That's why the Disco Elysium streams didn't really work out because I couldn't yap because other people were yapping and I was feeling jealous. I was like, man, this should be me, dude. I should be the one yapping. You know, maybe if I turned it off and read everything, but then it's just like reading a novel. I see that doesn't sound. It's not as much fun. No, see, wearing a clown nose, talking about religion. That's cool. All right, that's cool. That's the move. Talking about starting your own religion. I promise we're gonna go on campaigns at some point in the future in this game. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go do cool things. This is just the part of the game that sucks. That you gotta do. Let's look at the stats. Laboring 91. We're laboring. Let's go back. Damn. Carrying all that stupid what you call it. It's making me strong. Making me strong. Very strong. Oh, what's up, Dono? Can I hit the gritty? Yeah, as soon as I get out of the town, I will hit the gritty for you specifically. Dono, I forget, like, that, were you around for Vine? You know what I mean? I know that there's an age difference between us, you know? Like, you make me feel like an old man sometimes. But, like, were you around for... Oh, we're so close. We are so ding-dang close. And I bought plenty of food this time, Ella. 2 years is a massive difference, dude. That is a massive difference. Okay, when I was in the second grade, you weren't even in school yet. That's how big of a difference. Or you were in kindergarten. You were learning coloring, dog. All right? That's a huge difference between the two of us. That's like it is a problematic homie gap. All right? We're going to have to do a struggle session on this. Donna, were you here yesterday when I was explaining the nose? That this is a depression cure? Pro tip, get held back. Wait, you know what? I forgot to hit the gritty for. I'm gonna hit the slow-mo, hit the gritty so they can see me. I mean, like, this is kind of a... Hold on. Far away. Zoom up. And then we'll hit the... Hell yeah, you see that? That's for you, Dono. That's kind of a gritty. So... Every day, I've been listening to, like, 10 hours of... It hasn't broken anything between us. I just didn't know if you liked it or not, and I'm trying to be considerate of your feelings. Anyways, the nose thing is every day I'm subjecting myself to hell by listening to like just 10 hours of news essentially instead of music like I normally do, and I'm just like, it's just making me so depressed. Every day I come home and I don't want to like do any. I don't want to. I'm depressed. I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? So then I put on the nose. I just put it right on, and I look at myself, and I'm like, oh no, you got problems, you got ideas, you got feelings about the economy, and you don't even have stocks in the stock market, and you look at how fucking silly you look right now, you silly bastard. And then I realized, tee, how goofy. I have been listening to the backlog. I listen to your podcast too much, I think. Honestly, I need 5 episodes a week. I need 5 episodes weekly. I need a daily morning zoo. Like, you know, I need you and Audrey in the morning. Like, it's Dono and Audrey in the morning. And then, you know what I mean? I want to hear that. And like the two of you just talk about like, you know, like a small town, and you talk about how fucked up the small town is. That's my dream job too. It's my dream job to do that for Baltimore. I don't even live in Baltimore. I want to be the Baltimore correspondent that doesn't live in Baltimore. I'm like, listen, I'm outside of Baltimore right now. I'm somewhere in California. I'm in the Bay Area of California, reporting on the news in Baltimore. Like, that's what I want. I want that more than anything. I don't know, because Baltimore, I have an obsession with Baltimore. I think Baltimore and Philly are like two cities that really stick out to me, and one of it is that like both of them are the architecture of the city. More for Philly than for Baltimore, but like the architecture of Baltimore or of Philly is like all brick, mostly brick buildings, right? Like these old brick buildings, and like it's a very pretty city. It's also like got this weird reputation of being like very friendly, but also kind of like, we're gonna punch you in the face, and that's very homie pilled. And Baltimore is like this weird interstitial land, like a hinterland in Maryland, because it's not Maryland, it's something entirely different. And it's got this crazy long history of like being like a port town that was different from all of the rest of like the United States. And it's got like this deep, rich history that I'm just completely in love with. And like, I see myself retiring in the Baltimore Marina or in somewhere in Philly, like some like brownstone in Philly, you know? Yeah, I'm Racist Philbin, here with your local Philly news, live from Des Moines, Iowa. I also watched an insane amount of The Wire, and I am Stringer Bell for real, okay? So there, you got me. Is that it? Is that what you wanted to hear? Does that make you feel better that you've that you've destroyed me, that you've figured it out. Have you ever watched what is it called? The guy's name is Reverend X. Is anyone familiar with Reverend X? Have you ever watched that? He's this like dude. I think he's from Compton. I think he might be out of Compton, but he's like a public yeah, he does like a public access show where he talks about Jesus, and like he does like he reads the Bible, and like he's also like cussing people out constantly. And my favorite one is the one where people said like, "Oh, like that Bible doesn't even have words in it or something like that." And he flips the Bible over, and he shows that the Bible is legitimately just a prop. And he's like, "You fucking caught me. You caught me red-handed, you nincomb fucking poop. You caught me. You caught me red-handed." And he's just like, "You know why? Because the Bible's up here." It's one of the sickest things I think I've ever seen. Reverend X rocks. He also is a SpongeBob. SpongeBob has a reference to Reverend X, which is incredible. But it's when like SpongeBob does this like wavy dance that he does. He's doing that dance that Reverend X does, because Reverend X does this dance where he's doing that, and then he goes like he pushes away from the camera, and he's like, "Who put you on the planet?" And he's talking about Jesus, but like in SpongeBob, he does the same thing, and he's saying it like as an insult. Anyways, I fell down a very deep rabbit hole on TikTok about that, and I'm ashamed of myself. I've embarrassed myself. I've shown my entire ass right now. How do you like this gameplay? Folks, how do you like this gameplay where I just sit here and I do this until I get $30,000, and then the real game begins, where I sit and train and do the same thing but for training, and I don't make any money that way. The number does go up. The number always goes up. That's the only thing that matters, is that the number goes up. In fact, let's take a look at the numbers right now. This is the part, so like when you get to like level 90, you're thinking to yourself like, "Oh, level 100 is the maximum." You sweet summer child. How foolish you are. How foolish you are. You don't get mid-range until you're level 500. That's when you can start going places and doing things, when you're level 500. And like once you hit level 91, once you get your first level 100, the XP, the amount of XP that you need to get to the next level increases exponentially. You fool. You fool. You fell for it again. Fell for it again award right here. I should get that tattooed on my chest. Fell for it again. You thought you were succeeding? This is Kenshi, pal. You don't succeed here. Teehee. That's what we do here. I'm Rainius Philbin. Rainius, I'm trying to like this. I'm Rhesus Philbin. Like Reese's Pieces, or like the Rhesus Monkey. Both of them have incredible potential, but only one of them is truly funny. That's the draw. Instead of racist, he's rainy. I gotta go to the drawing board. Oh, the monkey. I'm Rhesus. I'm Rhesus Philbin. Ooh, ah. Give me a banana. I've watched a lot of Who Wants to Be a Bananaire? Welcome back. I'm Rhesus Philbin. Today on Who Wants to Be a Bananaire? A bananaire? What's a good monkey question? Like let's see. These little fleas and nits taste good, and they're located on where? And it's like butt cheeks, shoulders, head hair, you know? A good monkey question. I'm Croesus Philbin. You gotta put creases in your face. I'm Croesus Philbin. I have creases on my face because I don't use proper sun protection, and I work outside all day. I also don't drink enough water, which causes dehydration and premature aging in your skin. Ella, the ancient show is Wait, Don't Tell Me, but for the most stupid people on earth. I'm Greece's Philbin. I'm from Greece. There you go. I took it in a whole different direction. I'm from Greece, not Macedonia. All right. I'm proud of my culture, creating democracy, and then pretty much nothing else for the rest of time, except for maybe Stavros Halkias, another son of Greece, a true son of Greece. Regis Phibin. I'm Regis Phibin, and I have never told the truth. Wait, Dono, are you Greek? Dono, you got it by law. You have to tell me if you're Greek. Feces Philbin, actually, you don't even got to really make it fecus. It's just Feces Philbin is pretty good. I'm Feces Philbin, and I'm taking a huge shit. I was getting myself good the other day, being like having like imagining myself. The thing is that one time, when I want to do bits, you know, like I want to do bits. I want to completely do the bit, and the problem with that is that it makes me look on Amazon or other like clothing websites to buy costumes. And I found like a pretty accurate police costume the other day. It's my biggest fear. It's my biggest fear that you get choked to death laughing at my stupid jokes. Which is, like it is, I genuinely fear that you're gonna be listening to the pod or listening to my insane Twitch streams and just die laughing. And I fear it's a big fear of mine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it makes me want to buy like a police uniform. You know, I think the first one I would do is I would like film a skit where I would walk up to a guy, just a random guy, and I'd be like, "Pal, stop resisting. Hey, yo, what are you doing? Stop resisting. Stop resisting, pal." Just pointing at my cheeks, like, you know, give me a kiss, give me a little peck. The other one. You're not Greek, Dono? Dono, you look Welsh. You've got kind of a Welshman's. I'm Leech's Philbin. Welcome back to Who Wants to Drink Blood? I'm your host, Leech's Philbin. Once again, the question is, do you drink blood from the ass or from the teat? Depends on where you get it from. Oh, that's super twisted. You're half English? The good half, I suppose. That, you know, that kind of tracks because you do kind of have like this, you have a fancy ladness to you. When I like, sometimes when we're podcasting together and I'm like looking directly in your eyes, you're too fancy. You're like, it makes me like, I have to avert my gaze because I'm like, oh my God, my lord, my liege. Yeah. I'm like, oh, uh, my liege, I shouldn't look you in the eyes. Like, you have a majesty about you that I really can't put my thumb on, and that makes sense now. I get it now. I understand. You're aristocracy of some kind, and not the kind that had the fucked up jaw, the kind that was cool. You know what? The people who say they're not fancy are usually the fanciest people. I'm not fancy. You already know. What a wild time that was when that was like acceptable. The other thing too was the stomp clap music. Do you remember the stomp clap music? Right? There was like two brands of it. There was the soft boy stomp clap music that was like, and we'll never give up the fight. And it's like, whoa, whoa. Like that was it. That's all it was. And then there was like the other where just like the hard boy stomp clap where it was like, whoa, I hate my dad. And he like, you know, I hate that there was like two separate versions of the same kind of music essentially. And I won't back down, and I hate my dad, and I'm drinking beer, and I'm getting fat. Like that. That was a whole type of music. And the other guy was just like soft, high voice, and kind of had like an English accent, but was from like Portland or Seattle, you know, or Austin, right? And those are those guys were dominant. Regis and the Philbins. Welcome back to Regis and the Philbins. Why would he say welcome back to a... Welcome back. I'm Regis. We're the Philbins. This is a punk show. We're gonna do punk for you now. Imagine Philbins. Oh my! How can all of you just indulge in my psychosis? Welcome back to the band, Cleveland. It's great to be in you. Welcome back to the band. All right, I'm about to get off in like 15 minutes. I'm gonna do a podcast. Regal Philbin. How would you do Regal Philbin? Hello again. I'm Regal Philbin. Damn it, that was. Hello. I'm Regal Philbin. Late night podcast. Donna, you want to jump on? You want to just jump on? I think it's a, what do they call it? Patreon. I think we're goofing. We're doing goofy stuff. I'm keeping the nose on. I'm egregious, Philbin, and I don't give a fuck that you broke your elbow. I don't care. I'm gonna say something. I don't care that you broke your elbow. I'm egregious, Philbin, and I think landlords have a right to collect money. They work hard. I'm egregious, Philbin, and I think Elon Musk is doing a good job of running the country. I'm glad I didn't vote for him. Oh, for sure. You're coming back on. You're coming back on soon. This is that's the problem with the show itself is so disorganized that we just kind of have shows when the shows happen. It's impossible to plan. Look at me right now. Look at me. I didn't plan on doing this. All right. I was depressed. I put the clown nose on, and I was like, well, I put fucking, what is it called? I used something. I can't remember what I used. I used some kind of makeup. It was eyelash glue. I was like, I put eyelash glue on for this. I might as well do. I can't just put the nose on to be, happy and not use this and not entertain people. Are you not entertained? Are you not concerned and entertained? That's my biggest fear, is that you're both concerned and entertained. in my I don't know what voice that is. It's kind of like who's that guy? The Picard. I'm Prosthesis Philbin, and I have a fake clown nose that I affixed to my body with eyelash glue. I used the strongest stuff they had. I wasn't sure if I was allergic or not to it. I can feel my nose swelling up underneath this. What if this is a permanent thing? What if this fuses to my face and I'm stuck in this mode, in the teehee mode? Okay, and then I lose my job because my boss tries to tell me, hey, how come you took so much time on that route? And I tell him, teehee, because I fucking felt like it, pal. That's a genuine fear. What if that happens? What are we gonna do? Scratch the elbow. You gotta scratch the elbow on your desk. Is a pro move. You can't just scratch your elbow with your hand. Pro move. You can hear it. It's picking up on the mic. Yeah. Someone texted, DM'd me after they showed my picture of me with the clown nose, and they were just like, you kind of look like Super Mario. And that wasn't my intention, and I'm a little despondent about that because I'm teehee pilled. Alright? I don't want to look like Super Mario, but I will. I'm the Super Mario you deserve. He's not the Super Mario we need. He's the Super Mario we deserve. Is that how that? I don't remember that movie very well. It's been a while since I've seen it. Why do we put on the nose, Master Wayne? So that we don't think about the problems of tomorrow. Why do we put on the nose, Master Wayne? So that we don't think about listening to 10 hours of NPR and Julie Deppish with the news. Love bowl of corn. Alright. Yep. Alright. We're going to sell this batch. We're going to see where we are in relation to got the money or not. If we got the money, we're going to buy this stuff. And then I'm going to probably log off. I'm Terry Gross. and you're gonna die in a nuclear holocaust. I'm Terry Gross, and your fingers will melt, and you will watch that happen in real time. You'll spaghettify, and it will be horrible to see. The only thing that will be left of you is your shadow. I'm Terry Gross. Disgusting. 26,000. Damn, they are really not working with us here. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna call it here. Folks, it's been real. It's been real. Okay? We're gonna save this game. Let's overwrite the homie playthrough. Yep. It's been real. I love all y'all. Have a good one. We're gonna record some podcasts. I'm gonna take a brief sabbatical in the in-between. Alright. Anyways, have a good one. Bye. Like, subscribe, share this, tell your friends. Tell your friends there's a crazy man on stream. He's teehee pilled, teehee. Alright, bye.